it is not often a man forgets an unconquered hole, and what I have here is one. And because of that, all this is leaching into the little roadway over here, and it's very, very soft now. So just like the last video, we've had a lot of water. I didn't come very well equipped at all for this. I just happened to notice it the other day, but I am going to open this up today. I've got 10-foot ground rods, a ground rod driver, and a generator. I've also got a sledgehammer. So if one of these ground rods can't get through the impacted area here, I am going to have to dig it up. That's all there is to it. But I'm going to give it a heck of a good try because there's a lot of water standing right here. It's really the only place that's retaining it. And yeah, I think buddy of mine's going to come out with his kid and they're going to try out their go-kart today. So I'll show you a couple of clips of that. But for now, I'm going to get to work. Gonna work. Well, let's see if I can free it up. Watch this. Well, as you can see, it's working, but it did make me bleed. So I earned that one. I'm gonna go try and clear it out a little bit more with my ground rod, but it's gonna flow. Gotta keep going while there's water. Alright guys, if that's not a beautiful sight to any property or homeowner, I don't know what is. I drew some blood trying to reach inside of that PVC pipe in here. I shanked off a bunch of skin, so I'll probably die of some MRSA virus or whatever you call it. But yeah, seems as though it's flowing really good. I don't want to go on and on about this part, but like people had mentioned in the prior video about tires and whatnot, this would be a prime mosquito habitat amongst the other tires. So I'm super happy to get this running before the mosquitoes come out. And in all reality, I'll have to come back and power wash this line out because I just simply cannot reach in there far enough to clear it fully out. It's still a little bit jammed up, but it's pretty close. So I feel good about that for now. But anyways, I'll probably find some of the larger ballast, try and slow the water down a little bit. And once this is all drained out and done, I'll do the same over here. So hopefully we don't get rocks and debris in here ever again. So that's about it for this. I will show you guys what's going on with the go-kart. He's handling it great. Look at him go. He's after a few laps, he's getting really dialed in. Nice driving.
Look like a sprint car driver, boy.
No, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Alright guys, we got another load of tires here. Where we left off, but here's another load. I'll give you a count when we're all done dumping these. I won't be filming in the facility obviously, but we're going to do 2 trips today and see what we end up with. Well, isn't that a pretty sight? Grass is greening up, everything's looking nice and ripe out here. Now we got a little bit of warm weather. Anyways, I'm out here picking up some more tires. I forget where we left off last time in the video, but go back and check it out. I think I was around 60 or 70. I'm going to make at least 2 trips today. I found a way to dispose of them by weight as opposed to individually priced, and that is actually a big deal. But as you saw by the thumbnail, there is actually a problem with what I would assume is somebody local to the track trespassing and poaching animals sometime around 1 in the morning. So I've caught multiple times the same person on different cameras. Now I know what you're thinking. It's probably clickbait. It's probably, you know, something like that. It is not. Oh, look at that. There go my pet geese. So this is already known and discussed with a sheriff's deputy. But what I'm a little bit alarmed to find out is that, yeah, people actually do show up out here armed in the middle of the night when, just imagine, I want to use this as a camping area for my family. Can you imagine looking outside your window and Yosemite Sam or Elmer Fudd is out there with a shotgun? Probably, I mean, surely poaching something, whether it's deer, coyotes, the geese. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not going to go into detail, but I've got a strong suspicion of who it is, and I've got good reason for it. So, more to come on that. But for now, I'm going to pick up some more tires. Well, this is sort of an ongoing saga out at the track, but if you will notice, the pile is getting a little bit smaller. So every trip I take, I'm moving about 40 of them, and that's actually putting a pretty good dent in it. Over time, they're going to start to go away, which is good, and I'm saving the biggest tires for last, because some people may actually want those for different things. They can be used as a drag, they can be used as like a little tire swing or a feature or whatever someone wants to use it for, you know. I'll probably use the biggest ones as walls or walling material out on the track itself. So if somebody goes off towards the wood line, there's gonna be a pretty solid set of bumpers out there. So I'm not really trying to get rid of the big ones. You might be asking yourself, why would you get rid of all the little ones? Well, I have a ton more up on the front of the track already, and if I need more, you can always put a post out and you'll probably have more than you want dumped at your front door within an hour. So it's hard to get rid of tires, it's easy to get more. So look at it that way. Right now I'm continuing the cleanup project out here, and I've got the day off, and what better way to spend your day off than by cleaning up junk tires. So I'm gonna load up my faithful little trailer again. This poor little trailer has been through hell and back, and I actually had to put 2 new leaf springs and shackle and bolt kits on it and whatever. So this thing's ready to rock. I actually busted a leaf spring the last time with how much weight was in here. But anyways, I'll get you guys up on the tripod. I'm gonna load this up as much as I can, and maybe even make 2 trips today, which would make 3 total. And that put a really big dent in it for a day. So let's get to it. All right, well, I will call that good for another trip. Not sure how many are in here. I'm gonna count while I'm offloading. Unfortunately, the pile does not look smaller to me, but actually, thinking about now, it really is. I'd estimate there'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of 120 or 30 tires gone out of here, and go back to the prior video and drop your guess how many are left. But I'm gonna load the truck up, get her spun around, and head back to the dump. So that's a pretty good dent in the tire pile, but the point of today's video was that there is a guy out here with a shotgun, which is pretty crazy, and I don't have much to go over with it other than that is the point of it. What would you do in this situation? How would you better go about catching who it is? I mean, I have received some assistance from local law enforcement. They've increased patrols on the area, which is really good and helpful, but if you have limited info, there's really only so much you can do. Just in case anybody's wondering if I'm actually recycling these, I sure am. So, these are actually going to the landfill. This is the proper place for them, and I'll get you guys a count when I'm all done here, but so far I'm up to 14, and I would guess the majority of these are mine from last time. So, we're gonna keep cleaning up here, and yeah, I'll get back to you when I've got a good update. Up to 30. I'll let you guys know what I have when I'm done. Alright guys, so going over this last trip, I got rid of 56 tires, and this actually came out to $3.10 a tire. My grand total for the day is exactly 100, so that's kind of crazy. I didn't mean to do that, but I got rid of exactly 100 more tires. The first trip was 20, the second trip was 24, and then I got 56 in this bigger trip. I had to split the first one in half because the first place I went only took 20. So yeah, if you look at it that way, there's a first trip of 44 in the trailer, and the next one I squeezed in 56 to bring me right to 100, and it's going to be just over 200 bucks I paid to get rid of all them, and that's you know, not including your fuel, time, and it's really kind of crappy work loading these things up because they're all full of mud and water and, you know, chupacabra babies and whatnot. But regardless, I'm chipping away at it. The trailer's empty. I think the rain skipped where I would be working, so I'm gonna head back out and load this sucker up one more time, and yeah, maybe even get another trip in today. It's already 2 o'clock. If I get one in, I'll update you with another count, but it's not looking likely. I've only got an hour and change to get there and back. So, thanks for checking out today's video. Appreciate everybody that's picked up a t-shirt. I'm gonna show a few screenshots of people that have picked them up. If you have, and you haven't sent me a thumbnail or a screenshot or a picture or whatever, find me on Instagram under GreenLightFilming and I'll feature you guys in a video. Every t-shirt and hoodie that gets picked up, I think, if I recall, it cleans up approximately 2 to 3 tires, you know, depending on size and depending on how the math works out. So, all of you guys have been picking up some merch at the Teespring store. I really, really appreciate it. It really does help offset these incidental costs, which is truly making a big change, and it's a big help. So the next video I've got is going to give you guys a pretty good update on the legal side of things with the racetrack and the ins and outs of it, and stay tuned for that. It's something that's almost never covered on YouTube, so you're going to get a lot of good first-hand info here from somebody that's going through all the processes. But I'm going to get out of here. We'll see you guys in the next video.